Right, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a comparison video for you. We're going to be comparing my old shape Macan S, the 66 plate, versus the new Macan GTS, the 21 plate with the Tron light running along the back. So stay tuned, let's get into the video. Right then, in front of me now, weighing in at 1,910 kilos, is the Porsche Macan GTS. Right, so this one just here, the Porsche Macan GTS, this one has a 2.9 litre turbocharged petrol engine, 375 brake horsepower, and goes 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with launch control. And on this side is the Porsche Macan S, 3 litre diesel engine, producing 258 horsepower, goes 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds with launch control. Right, so just here we've got the 20-inch black alloy wheels on the Macan GTS. I think these wheels are absolutely insane. I'd give these wheels a 9 out of 10. Right, so now over at the Macan S, these are 21-inch black alloy wheels, so slightly bigger than the GTS over the other side. These wheels bow in slightly towards the centre caps. I think these wheels give the car a little bit more depth and make it look a little bit more squatted really with the bow on them. If you have a look here, I don't know if you can see as you look down the side, as they bow in slightly. Where these wheels bow in, it gives the car a little bit more of a squatted look and yeah, makes it look a little bit more plotted on the road, which is quite a nice feature. Right, so just here on the Macan S in the front grille, we've got this distance judging sensor. What this is for is when you've got cruise control on, whether you're on the motorway or going through town, and the distance in front of you is getting reduced, this will automatically slow you down to increase like the distance again to make it safe. Yeah, it's only when cruise control is on though, it doesn't do it in the normal way, so yeah, good feature on the Macan S just there. Right, we're over on the GTS just now. There's no distance judging sensor in the grille, so I guess that's one for the wheels for the GTS and one for the distance judging sensor for the Macan S. I'd say the GTS takes another point here with this branding on the side. The Macan S doesn't have it, so you can't really compare, but I'd say the GTS wins with that one. 2-1 GTS. Right, now so we're looking at the wing mirrors. This has got the double armed wing mirror with the sport design pack on this car. Now we'll move across to the GTS. Right, so over on the GTS now, we've got the black arm on the wing mirror. Definitely doesn't look as sporty as the Macan S with the sport design kit, so we're going to have to give the point to the S on that one. So now we're at 2-2. Right, I got a little bit fed up of the points. It's really difficult to compare a diesel and a petrol car, especially when one's sort of more of a cruiser versus the other more sporty and aggressive option. So yeah, I'll stop with the points, but we'll carry on with comparing the two cars. Right, over on the GTS we've got the black exhaust tips, and we have the same on the Macan S as well. Over on the Macan GTS we have got a blacked out rear diffuser with lots of fins coming down off of it. Looks very aggressive. I think that's a great option on there. Right, over on the Macan S we've got the body coloured rear diffuser, part of the sport design kit. The normal Macan S wouldn't look like this, but because of the sport design kit it's got this this diffuser, which gives it a slightly more aggressive look but doesn't really compete with the GTS on this one. Right, the main difference between these two cars is this great big Tron light that runs along the back of the newer shape Macan. It's just the facelift version. Yeah, all of the Macans have this, whether it's GTS S or the standard or even the turbo. They all have this same Tron light which runs along the back. To be honest with you, I think this gives it a bit more of a futuristic look, which definitely modernises the car. I'd say this definitely takes the cake over the older shape Macan S that we've got. Over on the Macan S now we have the smoked out black backlights. We have just one on that side and one on the other. There's no Tron light joining them like the GTS, so I think the GTS gains a point on that. Yeah, this still a very nice option, still nice lights, but over on the GTS the Tron light definitely sets it apart from the two. Right, just here between the wheel and the wheel arch, the GTS sits 20mm lower, just for better handling and a more sporty look. Right then, just looking at the buttons just down here in the centre console, we have off-road mode, which is standard in the Macans, lane assist, which isn't a standard option, Porsche sports exhaust, which isn't a standard option, and auto stop start. On the other side we've got Sport Plus, PASM suspension and traction control. Just here, this Sport Plus button, this only comes as an option when you have Sports Chrono in the car. Right, so in the Macan S we've got no branding pack in here, just a plain headrest with the 14-way seats. Right, over in the GTS, as you can see, we've got Alcantara and black leather with the GTS embroidered headrest. Over on the Macan S, we've just got the plain black leather perforated with no branding pack and nothing else on the headrest, so just plain in there. This steering wheel here has the option mode. So on the S we had down in the center console just here we had like Sport and Sport Plus on this side. This is actually done from this little wheel just here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up too well. Yeah, if you can see just there, so you just rotate the wheel to select the mode you want. You've got like normal drive mode, Sport Plus and individual mode. Individual mode is just where you set it up to your own settings. It's a nice option. The S model didn't have that. I believe all of the more modern Macans do have that as an option though. Right then, in the Macan S we have PDK gearbox in here with little chrome bits on the gear stick. Right, also while we're in the Macan S, I'll show you the panoramic roof. This stretches the whole length of the car. The first portion of it is retractable as well. Over in the GTS we have PDK gearbox as well. Slightly different gear stick just here, PDK written on there, slightly more modernised version, obviously being the facelift version, but nothing too major to set it apart from the S on this one. In the GTS we have the Alcantara roof lining. This does come standard in the GTS, whereas in the S we did have to option that as an extra. Apologies for the filth on the back of the GTS just here. This one has a boot lip spoiler as well. This is black, the same as the rest of the accents on this car, whereas the one on the S is body coloured. Right, so just comparing the exhaust on the two cars here, we're over at the Macan S, sports exhaust on. As you can tell, it's quite a bassy sound, but nothing too violent with this one. I suppose you guys could tell that the GTS absolutely spanked the S on the exhaust sound, but what could you expect really from the petrol versus the diesel engine? Also the GTS is geared up to sound more aggressive, so it's kind of a no-brainer that that was going to win that one. Right guys, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it or got some information that you needed. We will be taking the GTS out for a blast at some point, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.